OKFM 101.7.
Emmanuel Cherry, CEO, Ghana Chamber of Construction Industry. Menini nkome. Mira me moache.
Ejo so me ni abema.
Na bokori.
Ya me na domo sa de ni ache.
Na asɛm a mode abeto dwa de bɔkata de ne crusading guide e de ato dwa ne sɛ aban contractim ma mo yɛ kwan cocoa roads na sika ɛsɛsɛ aban tuama mo ɛyɛ 14 billion Ghana cedis. Sika de mo ha mani nkan.
Yeah. Me ni abema ma me fa kwenya nso na me nchia o ema adwuma pa oguso eye ema Ghana impuntuo eni me ni abane me ni abema omuka ho eni Father Dix ni ni panyifo nyina se asema betudwa no enye se ebedu bebi adui nanso bebi adui de se amene na mami me fa akwenye so pa o say me twi no enye papa bia nti
eye amanfo Philippa
nda enti yeni aban as a business entity and a business sector of the infrastructure space any professionals know yeni aban wo how do you call it, a contract. And what we do is we partner government in the development of the infrastructure, the how do you call it, edifices in the entire country. And cocoa board, on say omujuma omudino, enam cocoa, omu how do you call it, ebua Ghana, ewo amanomi ebua edi enya dollars, edi ba Ghana, edi bua economy no, enu na cocoa board transit na mo see okay based upon this se cocoa for ako ti o cocoa ahata na akwani nya ebe den na cocoa beans no betimi aba bedu nkran akotema akodu port omudi ebe ko amanomi akoto anya dollar ana abagana and based on that no almost okay say sadia a portion of sika omudi be di cocoa juano omudi bebua akwen yi enti bebia cocoa every ebanu se akwan nya na omuni contractor for na ama aba hihyiemu se okay contract yesrewa bomodia na yi kwan every ha edu ha mai se yebetimi anya cocoa every ho edi aba tema adi akọ abrochi akoto anya sika abagana. And that is what has been, how do you call it, going on over the years. Now, kakra, let me achaso etiani say, 2017, NDC free abamono. Now, omudika almost 4.7 billion. And based on that, aban fura ebai nana adodankwa akufo adona ban MPP aban no. Omumbe heritage a particular, how do you call it, debt, So, the Omuya say, out of suspicion, almost see there are some fictitious dealer, also, and based on that, Oma put you on hold. All how do you call it, contractors are Omuya Juma, or Coco road so be a find Juma to her until Omu finish how do you call it, forensic audit and Sana Ombetimi Akas for 12 Juma so and now Juma and the terminated. So that thing took almost barely a year plus. And the ama contractor for oma free site. Now in the contract, who sign a contract, there are conditionalities in the contract. I terminate contract now. There are certain procedures, procedural processes I offer. At that time, now I buy the contractor for Canada. Now at the same time, you are telling them to go, and then until how do you call it, further notice. So see, a Juma Muyenu, Oma resist certificate over 4.7 billion thereabouts. Oma resist certificate expecting payment. That also what delay. And normally, who delay within 90 days, who delay that it attracts interest because contractor for almost omunya contract here, almost financial market, eco Jessica. sika on begino ono ana omudi ba beye adwuma no enti bank fo nso ayama fo sika omoji eboabo anu e dia ma businessman say ji na ko adwuma na nya how do call it efa ni interest kakra eto so e man say ebrai say betimi agina sa sika no so adia aboa our customers enti normally no say who contractor no what default here bank no so e calculate interest ye fair be penal interest ni nyina e ba beda sika no so na sa contractor no e ba san so a contractor conditions no e ma provision say who gaban who default here or no so betimi calculate interest upon interest of delay payment and that is what happened
na me ba wo mo contract no e hyase yie ben.
You see 20 you see cocoa sector cocoa road sector no it's every year omo the contract but the abine MBP abine ebetu year no 2015 2014 2015 2016 na a cow over 4.something billion almost 4.77 billion thereabout say na make the kind no enti MPP abine
20 say bacho
Oti
eno ye 20 say
2015 2016
2015 2016 okay bacho me tio
yeah and based on that you know say can
eno ye 4 point say
4.7 thereabouts
okay 4.7
billion yeah
billion okay
and that's what has been inherited by this current administration so ebasano they are also expecting say obetia sasikano but one year there are conditionality clauses or contract measure say 1 year within 90 days and the contract has started calculating interest upon interest on delay payment. And the interest on delay payment, you know, so do 158 days and thereabout, you start charging another interest upon interest. And that is what has how they call it balloon the figures from where it is to where we are seeing it now. This year, a Bible for us to buy no. After forensic audit, you know, omodi we no bet to just okay contractor for mu site na mu ko ejuma no. At that time no, materials at time amu signing contract. Any materials or market, you know, at the time amu ga catch mu say mu ko to mu juma no so no. Na how they call it devaluation. I say materials or market, you know, prices you know akosoro against the award the contract mamu and basa you need the contractor need to go back for renegotiation for upward adjustment of the prices and that's what normally happens and basa projects are normally 10 million at the end of completion no say 15 million or 20 million thinking say obina akati corners anyway normally no because of abide defaulting you know interest on delay payment you know yes lapi go so e ma contract no actual figure no e go up a costro. That is one of the how do you call it the aspects of the contract. And what happened was this very current administration, in as much as some inherited the liabilities, you know, there are how do you call it almost they also need to also add on. So they also awarded other contracts. So in the course of awarding contracts, you know, this year liability our portfolio this year is 14 billion plus. Stay counting. Now contractor for Ghana Chamber of Construction Industry. Almighty Nimpuntu ni Koswintino. Yeni the management, the leadership of Ghana Cocoa Board, Eco Transi, Ebobu Wenuhu. It's okay. Looking at it, you know, we need to help ourselves as a country. So therefore, if that should be the case, Obia our delay payment, you know, you better forfeit. Now more compensate that particular Nipano with new project because as we speak now, a bank of Pebusia ever interest now. There no work done. Now how they call it is the same work Juma Bakwa Nipani no Sa Juma na nebewo. Now so say Nipano for sa interest now man no different contractor, which means obenya additional worker and the card your oil enti we are paying at the same time our how they call it getting a new contract in addition. And most contractors have signed on to this particular facility, which was a very fantastic, how do you call it, move that we made. As we speak now, Cocoa Board, some of the contractors who have signed on to this have not received their payment. They have not received the new contract. And then their payment also has not been given to them. Some have taken the Cocoa Board to court and they have won judgment. Recently, Akakiti aka one asempa every cocoa board. And he quickly Ghana Chamber of Construction Industry. Say contem na any penyifo eco transit. If you kwan so betimi afa na betimi how do you call it court judgment, you know. It was serious. And can you say by this how beti nyama ubeti wo cocoa board no is in fact is very rotten. Wow. And that is what has happened till now. So see I kasai contractors omaje to okay. Ye be juma odi but more dia say ye juma share our contract no mono obedi so amae enti ye interest on delay payment just make sure say ye resist certificate that within 90 days no obeti aka enti contractor for out of how do you call it the passion they have for the industry and the development space of the entire infrastructure of economy, you know, or man forfeited that particular clause of interest on delay payments as we speak now. Or my juma instead of 90 days, you know, 1 year, 2 years in Ekoi until Muka. And see, based on this, you know, see, I know contractor no want to mean interest on delay payment because on my year free contract document, you know. So see, a bank audio scan man, so no, or no, dear, 1 year, say, what was a contract, who see, okay, who person buying why interest, every. So see, I know what default, what happens. That is where the challenge is now. So the contractors, almost 95% of them has packed out of sight as we speak now. That's the challenge you are having now. Wow. And in fact, as some know, many contractors for. So based on that, you know, Omuni Chamber SCI, Chamber Anthony Penifo or Cocoa Board, you transit on several occasions over this issue. Recently, just last Friday, I was even with the Deputy Chief, Chief Executive, Mr. Ray, over this issue. Pleading. And here the cracker so Pomodia says, Yenshia, Nebo Bohu, Yenfia alternative ways I bet in Yafa, Eddie Atia Sasikano. There are other alternative ways I bet in prescribe here as business entity, no, any professionals, no, a bet in Yabua buying Amasa, we know, Saban Betty, Sa Shishia di Babetu Omunima, and the year of road, no, a bear crab here or Ghana.
Abe, say, a kaya muya, I overdose with me at the idea. Mamenka overdose na a mumpi. Aban, a bit ya court, my winning judgment, Obetria, court. Ya woman explain pass, she can because Coco Rose, no, says she can hear. One is can win.
See, I can say, I was Cocoa Bot, no. Or more, just one way of what they call it, a raising revenue, syndicated loan. And they take money against the yielder. Na Ombenya, at the international market. That's what no other is a norm. And you buy we never see a idea or hopefully. So see, I can say, Parliament approve a facility, a Cocoa Board, so Muko Jibon. But the entity is say they want to divert the money into some different, how do you call it, space. Contractor for Muya Juma, I can't minimum. They don't want to look up to them. And no contractor for Tia Namusi Debbie, Ghana Chamber of Construction Industry, even though you are a mother body, but where things are going to get into, if you put on rise, within 14 days, it will be out of hands. Because contract, no say natural, no, the cockota, no matter what, about ready for. Na yang na contractor 4, 5, 10 at the cockota, and they just a cocoa board, your office, no, man say office, oh, no, you better, and you're casting, I'm telling because I'm a scan and we are do. Most of them are threatening to go to court, but you're quite a buy back now. So what must you do? You see, Jojo is better than war. You're in entrance, but it has becoming too, how they call it, protracted. The chief executive officer of Cocoa Board should try as much as possible to open up his door. Let's sit down and brainstorm among ourselves. There are possible ways. The alternative means you bet me enyina man say ejiatum abeboa aban ebeboa Ghana mine ebeboa yakwen man say yakwen ni adansie ewo Ghana. We have certain solutions that we believe that if you prescribe to government, the government buys into it. I'm telling you. The year of road that the president has started, I'm telling is going to be how do you call it, a realization, an achievement that government upon government to come and be proud of.
Mua musika akodi mua edru be de yebubo bodin sika kese one simple 14 billion. Mu yedo say.
And untina sesia no. Enam hawa edi betu omujuma so. Sesia e ka meni omu. Omu man so oma free ejuma omu yeso kwan omu yi ni nyina no. They are packed out of those sites. Workers are omutia omupeyi omutia emani send senate emamuni we ni nyina. Most of them has laid off their workers. I know a contractor who has over 800 horticulture employees out here omuka permanent employees. Why when they say terminate your appointment, almost 500 of them as we speak now. As we speak now, 500 of them has been horticulture rendered redundant. Amunyina a coffee see. Other ones, the same thing is happening. And with this, how can the country expand? Because pay you based upon abiding the negligence in the area of horticulture sensitivity aspect of the payment to contractors. And they are going to lay off workers. The only option they have is to go to court. And if you go to court before God and man, if you see the contractual agreement, the contractor has fulfilled his part of the obligation. Left with the client, that's the government, to also honor his part, which he has defaulted. So therefore, automatically, it's clean. Okokota obenya judgment. On your judgment, we are coming back to the same government. If that happens, they are going to destabilize the growth, how do you call it, the peaceful nature of the country. That is what we are trying to avoid as a Ghana Chamber of Construction industry. So, in as much as it's we know that the country is trying to, suffocated in the area of rating the needed revenues to support the development of the infrastructure space. We also try as much as possible, say, as business entity, or to raise the needed funding, Emma support here. The economy no be boosted because contractors and just because it's here, it's it trickles down to all sector of the economy. In fact, manufacturing a benefit a boosty, financial sector a boosty, the the training aspect a boosty, the skill sector a boosty, professional sector a boosty, including the media, you all boost. You see, a buying contractor bakwana mienu sika here. You realize that sika a backroom a macroom yade. But because they see a chrome here there, because contractors for Omuntiamuka, that is the challenge you are facing now as a country. Similar thing is happening at Road Fund. Similar thing is happening at Gov't Fund as we speak. But that of Cocoa Board is becoming too much smelling.
Obani, beyond this, sa abayini mo ansim konya, ebra mo srenu ya, then amu baby.
People have gotten judgments. Are waiting just at the tap of the finger that okay, we have tried, but government is trying to pay deaf ears to attention to us. So therefore, do what I want to do, and you will be surprised what we're going to see at Cocoa Board. And judgment. Yeah, the idea is the Ghana Chamber of Construction industry with the love and the passion you have for the growth of the industry and the space. And nunti the idea chopper ediama contractor for and most of them has what they call it resolved to what to call it to wait until the chamber says otherwise. And until to be honest with you, it's not just a mere threat. If it got loose within 14 days, I want to me and Shia and 3 a year, now and I'm telling you before you realize what is going to happen at Cocoa Board. And you know Hong Kong road funding winning in a Minister of Finance. You are going to be seen there. A lot of things are going to happen because judgment, people are carrying judgment. People are having judgment as we speak now, a number of them. But because of Ghana Chamber of Construction industry, its intervention, and nunti na nyamia dom sesiano, omunyina enunsu echopen. But if government knows what is good for him, he should try as much as possible immediately to call the leadership of the chamber to a negotiation table. Let's see what we can do. Let's brainstorm to see what exactly we can do to help boost the infrastructure space of the economy.
You are not asking
Yami shira unsu Emma akwenya odi amae na Koswani Ejumapa Odi. We follow you all the time, and we are so much proud of you as a citizen of this country.
Thank you so much for your compliments too. That's it. Okay, 101.7 Swinye. Maybe I'm a performance you. Obama Basu, I am there. All right. Emmanuel Cherry, ACU, Ghana Chamber of Construction Industry. Any train come on.
OKFM 101.7.